An English couple, Colin and Mary, arrive in Venice. This is their second visit to the city. They spend time walking along the narrow streets and canals, looking at the architecture and sights. They are followed unnoticed by a man who takes pictures of them. That in the evening they have dinner at a restaurant. During the conversation, Mary mentions her children, whom she had from her first marriage. After dinner, they continue their walk, but lose their way and get lost in the maze of streets. In the dark alleys, they meet Robert, a well-dressed man of British-Italian descent. He takes them to his bar. There he treats them to wine and begins to tell them about his life. He describes his father as a rich and strict Italian who was cruel and domineering. Robert remembers how his sisters bullied him as a child and how he met his wife Caroline, the daughter of a Canadian diplomat. As the night draws to a close, Colin and Mary try to return to the hotel, but get lost again. Mary gets a severe migraine. They can't find their way and end up spending the night on the street. They wake up at dawn and go to a cafe in the square near St. Mark's Basilica. Mary says she wants to break off the trip. Robert soon approaches them again. When he finds out that they spent the night on the street, he apologizes and invites them to his house for dinner. Colin and Mary accept. They board a water taxi and arrive at Robert's large house, designed in the Moorish style. They fall asleep in the house. When they wake up, Caroline, Robert's wife, appears before them. She says that Robert has gone to the bar and offers Mary food. While talking to her, Mary notices that Caroline has difficulty moving and that her back is injured. Caroline admits that she has been watching them while they were sleeping and comments on their beauty. Later, Robert returns. He again remembers stories about his father and grandfather. In the library, he and Colin have a tense moment, after which Robert suddenly punches Colin in the stomach. Colin does not tell Mary what happened. In the evening, the couple returns to the hotel. There they spend the night together. Mary begins to have nightmares. When she wakes up, she shares with Colin that she saw a photo of Colin in the house, taken earlier. The next day they go to the beach. There, Colin confesses to Mary that Robert hit him. He also says that he would like to marry her after returning to England. But Mary is already beginning to have doubts. They walk around the city again and accidentally pass by Robert and Caroline's house. Caroline notices them from the balcony and invites them inside. In the house, they hear that the couple is planning to leave for Canada soon. Robert invites Colin to go with him to a bar for a short time. He agrees. While the men are away, Caroline shows Mary the house. She tells her that they are planning to sell it. They then have tea and Caroline explains that her back injury was caused by years of sadomasochistic practices that she and her husband engaged in. Meanwhile, Robert takes Colin to his bar and tells him that he is also going to sell it. When Colin asks him about the photographs, Robert evades the question and returns to memories of his family. Mary, meanwhile, feels dizzy and suspects that she has been drugged. Caroline helps her up to the bedroom. There, Mary finds the walls covered with photographs of Colin taken during their stay in Venice. Caroline explains that Robert has been following them since their arrival. Robert and Colin return. Colin notices that Mary cannot speak and looks poisoned. He demands that Robert and Caroline call a doctor, but instead they attack him. Robert slits Colin's throat with a razor, while Mary watches helplessly. Colin dies and Robert and Caroline embrace. Mary is later questioned by the police. She identifies Colin's body. Robert and Caroline are also brought in for questioning. When the detectives begin asking them questions, Robert begins telling the story about his father again.